Hey, this is Russ. Hey, if you read the title of this video, you're in for some interesting things today. So watch this video to the end, all right? I did say that I was not going to do as many knee updates. I don't know, when did I say that? And I said that maybe about 9 videos ago. So it's time for an update. Anyways, I wanted to let you know how I'm doing, and I'm actually doing fairly well at this point. I think back December 12th, I mentioned that I would never get back to normal. At least I thought I would never get back to normal. I think maybe at that time, maybe my doctor may have thought that too without actually coming out and saying that. No, I don't think I'll ever actually get 100% back to normal, but I think I will be functioning to the point where I can feel that, yeah, maybe I'm good enough to be able to function like a normal person again, even though it won't be 100% perfect, but better than I was at that time. And I'm currently, just to give you an idea of my flexion, how much I can bend my knee, I'm currently doing 110 degrees when I pull back on my leg to bend my knee. When I pull back on my own, I can get about 110 degrees after the physical therapist has been pushing me for a little bit and prepping me. So it kind of loosens me up a little bit at that point. So then I can do about 110 without him pushing hard. He just kind of guides my leg to make sure it doesn't slide backwards on the board when we're sliding on this thing. And then we are hitting pretty consistently now 120 degrees when he pushes hard. And when he pushes hard, I am screaming like crazy. Now, I had mentioned before that I don't scream loud. I kind of scream like this. Ow, 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 ow. And that's how a lot of people do it, all right? But I also mentioned a video or two afterwards that I started screaming louder. So I decided on this video, I'm going to show you how loud I actually scream. Now, I'm going to have to push the microphone a little bit back, otherwise it's going to distort the input levels to the recorder. But I want to show you how loud I'm actually screaming. And even when I'm doing this, faking this for you, it's probably not as loud as I actually am screaming in the physical therapy room. All right? So be prepared. You may want to hold on to your eardrums, but here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move this back. So I'm probably a lot softer now as I'm talking, but this is how loud I'm screaming when they're doing this. Oh, stop. How's that? Now, I promised my friend Stacy I would record this and let you all hear it. That is how loud I am screaming in the room. Yeah, maybe that was about that level, but I think when you move the microphone back, it doesn't sound quite as loud. Hopefully I didn't distort the inputs. I'll know later when I do some editing here. Now, after I scream, I do joke with my therapists, and I think that puts us all at ease, because when you're hearing me scream that much, and I know that other people in the room are hearing this, and they're probably going, man, poor guy. Let me tell you this story, okay? I have a lot of stories to tell you guys today, so please listen to the whole video. I think you'll have a good time with this one. I met this gentleman, and I think it's his wife. They were waiting for him to go into the physical therapy room. He had gone to one session already where they just essentially do an evaluation on you, see where your level's at. And we were talking, and I asked him when he did his surgery, and it was... I believe it was mid-January. Here it is towards the end of January now. And I'm watching him, and he's not even walking with a walker or a cane. I mean, he's doing really good. And I think they evaluated him. He was almost 120 degrees already. Yeah, so some guys have all the luck, right? So he's doing very well. So he went off to his therapy session, and then I was talking with her. And anyways, a week later, I ran into them again. He ran off to do his thing, and I was talking to her again. And she told me, I asked her, did you hear me yelling last week? And she goes, yeah, I heard you. And she told me that he told her, he says, the poor guy was in there screaming, and they strap him down. Yeah, they do. They strap me down to the table because I tend to hike up on the table if you don't. And that really kind of hurts the measurement. So they strap me down when they push. He said that if he had seen that on the first day he came in, he may have thought, maybe I don't want to come in to do this because look at the stuff they're going to do to me. Quite frankly, he's not going to have that. I don't even think he's even doing that. I don't know if they're pushing him or not. I'm assuming they are probably a little bit to see if they can get a little more out of him. But man, if the guy's at 120 degrees already right off the bat, he's fine. I assured her he will be okay. But for me, I've been going now a little about 4.5 months now, and I've done 66 physical therapy sessions already. And with that, I am now hitting 120 under major pushing, okay? But I am able to get to 110 on my own. Now, I'm more impressed with that 110 number because that means this is what I can expect to get when I'm doing this on my own, okay? 120 is nice, but you know that's a lot of pain to get to that level. But without that pain, I do feel I would never get to that 110. Now, if you watch some of the older videos, you'll hear me saying I was at the 70-degree levels, 90-degree levels. I was stuck at a 100-degree level for a long, long time. I'm now getting 110. So will I be able to hit that 115 and 120 on my own? I'm beginning to think maybe I might be able to over time. So now you may ask, have you changed your opinion? Has this been worth it? I'm still not convinced it was worth it, but I will say this, I'm getting there. So that's good. Now, I am walking with a cane, and I am walking very slowly with a cane because, again, the leg strength isn't quite there. Can I walk without the cane? And the answer is yes. I can actually walk without the cane right now. But I feel more confident if I'm moving around places I'm not familiar with or things I can't grab a hold of quickly. I need that cane to be with me. So will I be able to go without a cane in time? Probably, yeah. I probably will. But right now, I'm better off with a cane. We are working also with me on how well I walk because I tend to hike my leg up when I'm walking. I'm not walking like a normal person walks. So I'm relearning how to walk properly, bending my knee as I'm walking as well. My extension is not quite there. We're still measuring about 18 degrees under the manual manipulations under anesthesia. I was able to get 0 degrees and 130, as you know from past videos. I'm about 18 degrees and under pain 120, but realistically 110 on my own. So we are getting there. I'm hoping I can do 115 to 120 when this is all finished with. And again, there is no end in sight. Now, a couple other things I want to let you know. I have been getting comments from other people who have found my videos. These are not just subscribers who've been with me because they've seen my photography videos or they've seen my cooking videos or my audio recording videos or whatever. These are people who have found me looking for things on knee replacement. I do appreciate you guys all watching, and this is the main reason I'm continuing this whole series on knee replacement because I do feel everyone who goes through this should watch these videos just so in case your knee replacement doesn't go well, you know what to expect, okay? And I'm not trying to scare people from knee replacements. You do need to get these done if you're bone against bone, but I just want you to be prepared in case yours doesn't go as well as you hope. Most people in 2 months, you're done. But again, for me, I'm 4.5 months now, and I'm at the level where the guy was when he was a week after. So you got to be ready in case that happens. And I do wish you watch all of the videos so that you can see the progress, okay? So here it is, 4.5 months, and I see that there's a potential I might get better. And here's a couple of things, too, that I've never told you guys before. I don't sleep very well. I am sleeping on my bed again. It took me almost 3 months before I was able to get back onto bed. I was sleeping on a recliner chair, and if you watch the early videos, you'll see me on the recliner chair. I was sleeping on that for like 3 months, and the only reason is because I just couldn't feel comfortable laying down. My leg would just keep me up, and even to this day, I wake up multiple times in the middle of the night because laying down means your leg is straight. And of course, you know that my extension is not very good. And so I don't feel comfortable all night long. So it gets to a point in the middle of the night where I feel I got to sit up on the bed and just, sit on the edge of the bed and bend my knee. And last night I did that. And I'll sit there sometimes an hour. Last night I was up for 2 hours just sitting there bending my knee. Now, I'm able to bend this thing about 90 degrees, just sitting on the bed. Now, obviously the bed is softer, so am I getting the full 90 degrees? No, but I do know I can do 90 degrees because I've been sitting on chairs, bending, and I can see I'm at 90 degrees. And again, I can do 110 by myself if I've been worked on a little bit. So that was an impossibility for me for months. So I can see there is some light at the end of the tunnel now. So even though I didn't think I would do well, I think I might get to the point where I can be, functioning. Okay, it won't be 100% normal, but it'll be functioning. All of my equipment that I borrowed from the lending closets, there are community lending closets that will lend you walkers and canes and toilet seat risers, all this type of stuff. All of that equipment went back to the lending closet. I can't sit on a toilet easily because you got to bend your leg in order to sit down on a toilet. So I have my leg a little bit extended as I lower myself down into that seat, and it's hard to get back up because I can't really use that left leg to push myself up. You need to be more than a 90 degrees in order to push yourself out of a chair. Think about that. 90 degrees is not able to, you can't get out of a chair at 90 degrees. You got to be beyond 90 degrees so that your leg is underneath you so you can push up. So I rely a lot on my right leg to do this. And of course, I'm unsteadied because the left leg's not there helping it. So there's a little bit of struggle, but I know that getting rid of those things like the toilet seat riser was necessary to get me started. I'm not walking as much as I should, but I am trying. Making my other videos, if you watched the cooking videos recently, you'll see that I'm standing. But if you watch those videos carefully, you'll see me hobbling to get to the front of the toaster oven and things like that. So I'm not normal. You can definitely see it. You can see I'm kind of hunched over a little bit too. Okay, I think that will straighten up. My posture will be better. I rely a lot on that cane, and I know I really shouldn't, but I do, and I think it's little learned things I have to be able to do. And I'm going to show you a video right over here of me sitting and bending my leg, just so that you can see how far I really can do it on my own. And you can see that, even with effort, we're closing in on the 90-degree range. But again, we're not 100% there, right? So I appreciate everybody watching this stuff. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe to the channel. If it's just for the knee things, I'll give you updates throughout the time. Once I'm finished with physical therapy, whenever that happens to be, I'll probably talk less and less about it, but you'll learn other things while you're here. And I will give you guys updates as I go along. So if you're a guy here because you found me because of the knee therapy things, stick around. I wish you guys well too, and I hope that these videos have been helpful for you. Share it with your friends who are going through physical therapy or going through knee replacements or thinking about knee replacements too, because I think it could be helpful for them to know what could happen in case things don't go as planned, and you kind of need to be prepared for those type of things. I'll talk to you guys next time.